Hello, scholars and listeners. Welcome to my Stock Investing Simplified show. My goal in this show remains to make you richer by showing you good stocks to invest in and hold for 2 years or 5 years, get a capital gain, sell it, and be rich. Now, today, the stock of our interest is a stock that we call the British American Tobacco Company. But before we begin, I want to make sure that you are seeing this. Yep, British American Tobacco Company. Now, British American Tobacco Company, as you know, is a British multinational company. And the main thing they sell is tobacco. In other words, the company manufactures and sells cigarettes, tobacco, and other nicotine products. Now, this company was established in 1902, and it is headquartered in England. As of 2021, it is the largest tobacco company in the world based on net sales. As usual, my analysis of this company will be based on 3 things, based on the information that I obtained from 3 places, actually 4 places. Company's balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow statements, and then, of course, the company's stock information. From this, I can now give you what to do, whether to buy this company or not to buy this company. So let us jump right into it. Get the information from where we can get it free of charge. And that place is Yahoo Finance. I hope you are here. You can see I'm now in the Yahoo Finance. So let us, like I said, I'm going to jump right into it. British Tobacco Company, the symbol is BTI. So I'm going to put BTI here, and it will pop out. Okay. Now, I will begin by looking at the chart as usual. So I'm just going to make sure you're seeing this. Let's start with the charts. So I'm click on the charts. And then, as normally, when you look at the charts for most companies that are being traded in the stock market, it gives you an erratic, I would say erratic, an erratic graph up and down without giving us much information. So let us insert, let me insert a 200-day moving average. Why am I using 200-day moving average? Because, like I said, this show is for long-term investors. If you're among the investors that buy today and sell tomorrow, or buy this week and sell next week, or buy this week and sell next month, then this show is not for you. This show is for those who are disciplined enough to buy and hold for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, then before you sell when the stock value appreciates. So I'm going to use 200 moving average, simple moving average, of course. Now, and for a number of years, I'm going to close all these things. Okay. So let me use 5 years moving average. Now, you can see that from between 2019 and 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, this company, for the most part, have been trading below its moving average. But I feel that this didn't tell us the whole information about this company. And look at this. Why did I say that? It's been paying dividend consistently. See, make sure you're seeing this. Okay. See, in 2019, it paid dividend of some 67, approximately 67 cents per share. in 1 quarter. And the same year, second quarter, it paid the same dividend. You can see all the Ds, they represent dividends. It has been paying dividend consistently. So that means that this moving average doesn't tell us everything about this company. There's something else about this company. Now remember, for the past 20 years, most tobacco companies have been battered, criticized, demonized by the world government because of link between tobacco and cancer, lung cancer. They've been battered, they have been fined, they have been sued, they have paid so many money out, class action lawsuits. Yet this company have been paying dividend in spite of that. See, that is why I'm saying that this moving average doesn't tell us everything. Of course, British tobacco stock, the fact that it's trading below the 200-day moving average may indicate a potential downtrend requiring caution for long-term investors. But it have this dividend payment, and of course, that is a company cannot pay you dividend if they, it is only when they make money and have profit to share with you, that's when they will pay you dividend. So we need to dig deeper for this company. So we're gonna do it right away. We're gonna dig deeper and see why is this company still persist in spite of all the challenges they faced. At this moment, the stock price for this company is $30.08 per share, that means it has room to grow. So an average investor can buy this stock and hold it. Now, like I said, tobacco companies have been demonized. They have been the victim of the slings and arrows. See, they have been victims of the slings and arrows of public opinion. Yet they persisted. That, to me, that shows resilience. Look at this value, total value, $30.08 per share. Like I said, it has room to grow. So we need to dig deeper, see what is going on about this company. So for that, I'm going to click on the statistics. Okay. That'll bring us down to this here. This is for 1 year, 2022 to 2023, 1 year. You can see that the profit margin, the British American Tobacco Company has a profit margin of 31.06%, and its operating margin is 44.16%. So these figures suggest a strong capacity to convert sales into profit. And they highlight efficient operational management. So simply put, the company's high operating margin shows robust control over operational costs and expenses. Okay. Now let's look at management effectiveness. You can see that the return on asset is 5.7%, and the return on equity is 12.19%. So this return on asset, remember that it signifies how effectively the company's assets are generating earnings. So, and also return on equity shows or indicate the efficiency with which the equity is used to generate profit. So for the British American Tobacco Company, these figures we have here point towards competent management practices, even though there is room for improvement in asset utilization. Okay. Now we can look at the income statements. Revenue stand at 28.23 billion. And revenue, the quarterly revenue growth is 4.4%. Now, and say this steady growth indicate a solid market presence and operational efficiency. In other words, things look good so far. We can look at the net income, which is a name that that we give to net profit. So we call it the British Tobacco Company's net income available to common shareholders is 8.72 billion. Okay, with a diluted earning per share of $4.93 per share. So significantly, the quarterly earnings of this company, this is called quarterly earnings growth of is 113%. This indicates a robust financial health and profitability. So in other words, British Tobacco Company, British American PLC has a robust, good financial health and profitability. Look at the gross profit. Gross profit in the and EBITDA. So look at those two. Gross profit. Look at it is right here. 22.6 gross profit, 22.85 billion, and EBITDA is 14.36 billion. This further reaffirms British American Tobacco's strong profitability and operational efficiency. Now, look at the balance sheet. We see that the total cash is 4.13 billion, and total debt as a total debt of let's see the total debt. Sorry, right here, 42.17 billion. And the debt to equity ratio is 58.06%. Now, for long-term investor, this means substantial leverage. And the current ratio has 0.93, which means that it might have some issue with meeting with short-term debt obligation. So that means for each dollar of debt they have only 93 cents to pay it up. So this means that the current ratio of 0.93 point to potential short-term liquidity challenges. Has a book value of 31.68 billion. Sorry, 31.68. Yep. Dollars, $31.68, which provide an insight. This showed us that the company's value, which could be considered by investors. Now look at the cash flow. It has a cash of operating cash flow of 10 this is operating cash flow of 10.55 billion and delivered free cash flow of 6.85 billion. And this demonstrates British American Tobacco Company's strong ability to generate cash, and this is crucial for meeting obligations, reinventing the business, and returning value to stockholders. I mean, look at this. Everything looks good except this current ratio, and of course the moving average. But this company have really showed a lot of resilience. Simply put, the British American Tobacco PLC shows robust profitability and a solid financial position, despite some of the concerns regarding its debt level and liquidity. I will also say that the company's ability to grow revenue and earnings significantly is a positive signal for long-term investors. But the high level of debt that the company has, the high level of debt is a concern. And also this debt ratio of current ratio of 0.93 is also a concern overall. But overall, I would say that the British American Tobacco presents a mixed picture, offering both opportunities and challenges to investors. So when you want to, if you are the kind of long-term investor that like risk, it depends on the level of risk you can show that. But for me, I would say this company having gone through a lot of battering, you have suffered a lot of slings and arrows of public opinion, yet it persisted. So I will say for the long-term investor, the answer for me is buy. Buy it, hold it for 5 years, 2 to 5 years. And then if the stock appreciates in value, they can sell it. Remember, yes, there's this negativity about tobacco smoking, but there are a lot of things that are coming out. Tobacco products, the ones that are not smoked, but they are, there's one that they snuff. There's all kind of tobacco products that people use these days that are not cigarettes. So this company have value. So again, the final decision is to buy. Okay. Thank you for listening. And in my next lecture, we look for another company. I'll keep trying to make you get rich by showing you good companies to put your money in. Thank you for listening. And again, I see you in my next lecture. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.